What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
Caleb's feeling it today.
I'm feeling it. I've
Yeah,
started
dude.
saying some new stuff.
Let's hear it, dude.
Yeah. That's what I've started saying. Yeah.
Yeah, you had another one too. What else were you saying?
I think I was doing some chill.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
said
boy.
there
Boy.
you go. Boy, that's
Boy.
the other ones aren't totally off brand, but yeah, boy. I had never heard the yeah boy come out of. That's sort of Caleb. That's Caleb-y.
I've noticed you know, I'm thinking about you can't really start saying a new thing, when you're 30. You got to just say what you've been saying, I think. But I do wonder what the like if you're a cool 17-year-old,
Mhm.
what are you calling people, when you see your buddy and you're 17, what do you say? Like, I
Yeah,
don't know
I
what
guess
they're
I don't
saying.
know. I know some slang that is probably like deprecated already, but I like there's some slang that I'll hear, because we're in stand up and like a lot of stand up comedians are like 13. Uh I mean they're
Yeah.
not, but it feels like it. Um I'm like around people who use modern slang. And it's fine. Like, I don't get it. I'm totally happy to be the 40-year-old who doesn't get it and looks like a dumbass because I honestly think that that's way better than being the 40-year-old who tries to get it.
Right.
And it's like, because I don't look like a dumbass. I just look like a 40-year-old. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need to know what it's ever giving. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
giving I'm 40. And
That one doesn't make sense to me because it's like, why? What does that mean? What do you're? I've
well,
heard people say that too. I don't understand what they're saying. I'm
well,
like,
it's like any slang.
I
It's
guess, but I'm like, you're just taking RuPaul and pretending what the fuck?
well, that's what all slang is too. They take like what some famous person said one time and then they make a whole personality out of it. I like giving is, and I'm definitely not entirely correct here because I don't know what the fuck is going on. But giving is like you say it's giving blank vibes, but then you cut the vibes off the end. That's what they're doing. Um, you know, it's
Right,
giving
but they're
sad
cutting off so
means
much because they're supposed to say it's giving me this vibe. So they're just cutting off. It's so weird to just cut off random parts of that
that's not
sentence.
really true. You saying something is giving sad vibes. I understand what that means. That's like a regular sentence. It's not giving me sad vibes. It's like giving off a certain vibe
Well,
that
I
is
guess
sad.
off. They're cutting out off and I
Yeah, but
don't know.
you're
That's
trying to
just a
like
lot.
understand slang is like, like when I was a kid, I remember people would say mad all the time, like, oh, that's mad crazy. That was like a way that people
Yeah.
talked a lot. And I feel like, yeah, you could be like, wait, but mad doesn't normally go there in this sentence. It is not you know what I mean? That's like sort of what you're doing. It never
No,
makes any sense.
I guess I'm mostly talking about people my age who I'm like, last week you didn't say it was giving sad. Like,
Well, that's lame.
yeah, because I don't hang out with kids, so I don't know what they're. I don't. You just got. I don't understand being
I hang out with
like
kids
this.
and I hate them.
uh,
I fucking hate them. I
it
hate
would
them
be
so
funny
much.
if you had just completely normal friendships with lots of kids.
Like 12-year-old kids.
Yeah. I went and saw
It's like,
Oppenheimer with 3 of my favorite 12-year-old friends. We all loved
yeah.
it. We
And
all
yeah, it
loved
was great. I like hanging out with them. They need me to get into the movie. Uh, um,
Yeah, like I think that the people always go, "Ooh, look at Leo dating he's 40 dating 20-year-olds." And it's like I feel the same way about friends. It's like, if you're wouldn't it
yeah.
be weird if you're like even if you're like a 70-year-old billionaire, even if your friends are just young. It's like, What?
That's
Where-
why it's weird for Leo.
Yeah.
That's almost the only reason. Like, I don't really, knowing we're adult, who cares?
Yeah.
But hanging out with someone that much younger than you is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is weird. Because me and you, we like to talk about 9/11
Every
every
day.
week,
Every day.
where we were,
Every day.
what we were wearing.
Mhm.
And Leo can't do that. And there's something, I don't know.
I like to talk about things that happen. I like to talk about 9/11. I like to talk about 1998. I'm a big fan of talking about 1998.
Well, think about this. Like, there's kids who are going to, like, the first president you remember is probably Ronald Reagan. Was he president when your memory started?
No, the first president I remember was George H.W. Bush. I mean,
Okay.
Reagan was president when I was born, but I don't remember. Yeah.
Okay. So, but Daddy Bush is the most president ever. He's an old white guy with glasses who's not cool, not interesting, not fun, wasn't very good at his job, wasn't terrible at it. Like that, like a president from a movie. Boring.
Yeah, it's like
guy.
Wow, that's a very specific. Did you know, by the way? I don't know. You were not old. You were not born when he was president, right?
No, he was president when I was born, but I don't remember it.
His slogan when he got elected was George Bush 92, right? Yeah, George Bush 92 or 88. I don't remember. I guess it was 88. Anyway, it was George Bush, more potatoes. That was the slogan.
What?
No, then I'm kidding.
I would have believed that. I was like,
That's
man,
hilarious.
Things were different.
I really thought that was an obvious joke. That's crazy.
Dude, there was a slogan for Richard Nixon. They had buttons that said, "You can't lick our dick" in '68.
Yeah. Well,
you can't lick our dick.
Yeah, but that's way different than more potatoes.
It's not worse or better. It's the same. It makes no sense. It's not going to help.
But it's the opposite. It's so horny.
No, he's saying you can't lick our dick. That's not horny
but they're
at all.
saying the phrase "lick our dick" in the thing.
If they said we'd like you to lick our dick, that's horny.
Caleb, you and I are not syncing up today.
What are you talking about?
You can't lick our dick is crazy. That is like
it's
that
crazy.
Is the opposite of more potatoes. That is They're saying the phrase "lick our dick." What are you talking about?
But they're saying you can't. They're saying you can't.
You're not going to acknowledge that it's crazy that the phrase "lick our dick" is this sexual phrase that is
that's why I said it, because it's crazy. But
and I'm saying that more potatoes is like very boring. Yeah, this is what I mean about not synced up. I don't understand. It's like two things in a row that we didn't agree on at all, and that doesn't happen. Normally, we think the same stuff.
This would be the funniest thing to try and explain to someone. So I said George Bush's slogan was "more potatoes." Caleb,
yeah, that's like true.
The craziest. No, but here's why I brought it up. Is that that the first president I remember was Bill Clinton, and I could tell that's not normal. Like, the president is not normally a like chubby, horny, young Southern guy. That's not normally the president. And but there's kids who are going to grow up, and the first president they remember is Trump, and they're going to think, when they think of president, it's like, and it's going to blow their mind when we have like, it's going to be so jarring for the rest of their life. And I think that really because if the president is a boring Daddy Bush, then you're like, okay, the president, I don't want to worry about that. But like, there's a whole generation that's going to grow up thinking like, oh, the president is fucking nuts.
Yeah. Or like a guy who sleeps in a coffin. Yeah, that's true. I hadn't really thought about that. But yeah, my conception, I mean, it's also probably like creating a lot of issues that we're dealing with today because, like, my parents Their whole thing is Trump. And you
Yeah.
and I have sat here and been like, God, can they start thinking about someone
Right,
besides
right,
Trump? But they had an entire lifetime of boring ass fucking Daddy Bush
right.
style presidents.
Yeah, and it's
And
scary to them.
yeah,
And
they've just like never seen this guy is like demolishing my concept of reality. Where for me, it was only like a few. Like I mean, Clinton didn't act like Trump, but he like played the saxophone and he was horny as fuck and he cheated on his wife. And we found out he got a blowjob in the Oval Office. And I was a kid when that happened. I was a
yeah,
kid when I found.
me
I think
too.
that was probably the first blowjob I ever heard about.
Me too.
That was the blowjob heard around the world.
Yeah, that's how I learned that existed and that was a possibility in life.
Yeah.
But I
Wow.
also thought blowjobs get you in a lot of trouble.
Right. Me too.
So the first thing and I didn't even know about regular sex yet. So I was like,
Right.
okay, so
Well, sex is bad for sure. Same.
sex is bad.
To this
and you
day,
get
I
in a
will
lot of
not
trouble.
let anyone give me a blowjob. Because it ruined my president's life.
What's really nuts is that everyone knows the color of the dress. Isn't that funny? That it's like
Yeah,
that's
dude.
how horny America is we remember the cut. Like, why would it matter? But we all know that. And I didn't realize that until the other day. I heard a trivia game where they're like, what color was the famous dress in the Monica Lewinsky? And everyone knew it was blue, and it's like, that's a weird tidbit for everyone's brain.
Man, that situation is so crazy that no one ever really talked about their age difference and how insane that
Right,
shit
yeah.
was. Talk about hanging out with a younger person.
Yeah.
He was like, "You're very important to me," and she was fucking 20 or something.
Yeah, she was like
19.
very young, and she seemed young. Like, if you look at those interviews,
Yeah.
she seems like
Yeah.
back then they didn't even let people that seemed that young play high schoolers. Like, high schoolers were like John Travolta.
Right.
Like, fully grown men and women playing high schoolers. And it's like they wouldn't have even let her play a senior. They'd be like, she's like an 8th grade. She seems so
She seemed like a kid.
He's
She just
sitting there
did.
like, where were you on 9/11? She's like, what? And he goes, oh, never mind. That hadn't happened yet.
Hadn't
Shit.
happened. It's okay. Shit. I can see the future. Damn,
wanna
that's
talk
so
about
fun.
9/11?
You want to talk about that? What's that? You'll see.
You're too young. Shit.
You'll see. I'm planning that shit right now. I've been, well, I heard a lot about this Bin Laden guy. We've been talking about him in the Situation Room a lot, and I gave him a call, and we had some ideas. That's another thing that's crazy. Bill Clinton did 9/11. I mean,
that was this distraction. He planned the blowjob to distract.
Yeah,
but here's
right.
what I think is also nuts is that so the kids who their daddy Bush is Trump, it's like it shattered all our brains when he got on stage and said his dick was big. Like he said that at a debate, said he had a big dick. And so this next round of debate, like probably not this one, but like in 2028, there's gonna be a bunch of non-Trump people running, and all these kids who are gonna be voting, they're gonna be like, why don't they say they got a big cock? These dudes are pussies.
I'll bet you their dick is little. That's why they're not saying it. They have a little dick. Yeah.
So it's gonna be.
And I can see this woman don't have big tits. Do the women know that we can see their tits through their suit? So they got little tits and the guys got little dicks. I mean, I'm not voting for any of these fucking people.
Isn't that funny that like if you're a candidate, if you're like a candidate for president and you're a woman, it doesn't matter what age you are, you're not allowed to not show the shape of your boobs.
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Also, the equivalent.
That's really nuts.
One of the reasons I would love I was about to say one of the reasons I would love a female president, and what a sentence. It's just a hilarious thing to say. One of the reasons I would like a female president. It just feels so stupid to say.
Yeah.
And
Well, there's
but
so many
anyway,
reasons. You can't even name them all.
But yeah. It's just, man. Because the number one reason is that if it happened, I would be so great. That's what I like about it. Anyway, it would be kind of funny to have a female Trump, is what I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, that'd be
And she
great.
could be like, I got a wet pussy. I have a tight, wet pussy. I have a tighter pussy than Hillary Clinton does. Be so funny.
Oh man,
which presidential candidate do you think got a WAP?
oh man, I would love that. A very brash, a brash old woman, a brash like chubby old lady with a hot young. Young husband.
That's right, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Like a loudmouth, fucking horny Kathy Bates running for president. It would be fucking awesome. The problem is that type of woman, like that type of attitude toward politics, only exists in Republicans. But Republicans want their female candidates to be like a proper lady.
Right.
And I don't think it'll ever happen, which is just too bad.
I don't know. I think it will. I want it to happen, dude.
I would love for it to happen, and I would love for it to be a fucking Democrat, and I would just a sassy fucking loudmouth Democrat lady who's just talking about her pussy all the time. It's just that neither of those parties, I don't know. I guess that would be the Democrats' equivalent of Donald Trump, would be a woman who was a Democrat but acted like Trump, and just like cheated on her husband and talked about wanting to fuck her son all the time. I mean, like, that would be so crazy, dude. Just like posting photos of her gold toilet, talking about the shit she takes in her gold toilet, drunkenly fucking tweeting about just tweeting crazy shit like Donald Trump hates Jews. He told me.
And then there's awesome. Like she pays off Ron Jeremy. Like I did not. He would not be my first choice.
Oh my God. I would immediately become exactly like the Republicans have been, lying constantly. She didn't do that. I don't care what she said. She didn't do that at all. Everything she ever said, she was kidding about. That was just locker room talk. When she said that she hid sensitive documents from the CIA or whatever the fuck.
Oh, no, it would be great.
God, that'd be great. Who could that be? I mean, God, that'd be amazing.
Kathy Bates is a good one. I think Katie Porter. If Katie Porter just starts giving less of a fuck, that'd be funny. Katie Porter's, I mean, she's not, no one is as brash and like inappropriate as no one else would like, say. I don't think Katie Porter would say grab him by the balls. Maybe she would. I don't know. But when she was on Bill Maher and he was talking about abortion, he was like, I'm pro-choice, but I worry, what if I'd been aborted, And Katie Porter goes, well, Bill, your mom chose to have you, and we all have to deal with that. And a huge laugh. And she'll say shit like that like no other. I don't see any other Democrat behaving that way, and I love it. I think the way Katie Porter talks is fun as shit.
Amazing. She's a Democrat, but her website doesn't say her party affiliation, which I guess makes sense because she's in Orange County, California. So she's
they both like, I'm only 32, but both parties have such a negative reputation.
Yeah, totally.
That it's like I would not want to run like it sucks
for sure.
You already have a lot of explaining to do. You're like, all right, I'm a Democrat, but I'm not that kind that you're thinking about.
Yeah, total right. That's a good point. Especially, I mean, I don't know. I think especially in Orange County, like you get elected in Orange County, and they probably half the people assume because she's brash, she's a Republican. She's like, don't tell him.
Right. What did you say about Orange County dudes? That they're all square? They're all like walking in a square? What was that? I love that description of Orange County.
Oh shit. I mean, that's on my album and it came out years ago. I don't remember the exact
Where they're like, dude, hey, yeah.
Well, yeah, the whole bit is about how they talk like fucking yeah, dude. And
They
yeah,
can't close their
they're
mouth.
very
or anything.
mechanical with their movements, but I forgot the lines I had. Yeah, it was that they move in as a square or something.
Yeah, I love that. I think about that every time I'm down there. I'm like, man, they really do.
Dude, they really do. It is that place more than anywhere I've ever been fulfills every stereotype.
Yeah.
And like kind of to its credit, like as much as those people are all ridiculous, they're all pretty positive.
Yeah, every time I
Yeah.
go there, I'm blown away by the vibe. It's a good
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah, dude. It's giving good.
Oh, it's giving good,
It's
bruh.
not true. That's not how you do it. I know. I don't know how you do it, but that's not how you do it.
I don't know how it's done.
It's giving shorts.
I've noticed some people going backwards with slang. Where
really?
like somebody will go, "Do you want to do my show on Friday?" I'll go, "Yeah," and they'll go, "Groovy," and I'll be like, "Oh, come on, that's 100 years old."
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you can't go back. Going back is like even weirder. Stupendous.
I've noticed. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's funny. Now that I think about it, that I'll like the other day I asked someone to do my show, and they were like, "I thank thee." Just really, really going back with slang, you know.
It's so funny
that
how.
was stupid. Sorry, that was so stupid.
Do you think if because here's something I was wondering about is with noises. So if you traveled back to like 1950 and you referred to your gun and you went brat, they'd be like, "That's a time traveler. We do not do like that's
funny.
That's post 2008 is when guns started going brat."
Wow, that's a good point, dude. That is exactly what they would do. They would say, "That's a time traveler."
That's a time traveler.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Whenever you and I get our time machine done, which will happen, dude. If it's going to happen to anyone, it's going to happen to us. We would be a lot of fun back there whenever. We know a lot of stuff. But we'd have to, whatever era we're in, we're going to have to remember the slang, you know, so they don't know we're time traveling. Like, if we go back to the 19th century, we're going to have to be like, excuse me, where can I buy some bloomers? You know? And they'll be like, well, the package store is right over there or whatever, you know? If we go back to the
I don't know what those are. I'm assuming, is it like, it's okay.
Come on, dude. Bloomers, knickers. You know, dude, you know. And it's like, if we go back to the 40s or 50s, we wouldn't say like, where's the mall? We would have to be like, where's the Montgomery Ward? You know, these are like stuff that we need to think about.
That's so funny that you go back in time and you just need to get some groceries.
It's always pants.
I got some errands to run. I got to go to the post office.
Hey, where do you get those pants?
The Pony Express. I need to mail a letter to a friend of mine. So in the future,
this would never happen because they're never going to have a time machine in the past that they don't have now. That would be fucking, that's not possible. But that would be a situation where we would definitely know someone was a time traveler. There's someone in a cowboy hat covered in dust walks up to you and he goes, "Hey, where's the nearest Pony Express station?" You'd be like, "You're definitely from the fucking past, man. Who are you kidding?" And then I'd beat his fucking ass and I'd take his letter.
I feel like any male time traveler from the past would not accomplish any of their goals. They'd just be jerking off the whole time because they would be so blown away by modern. They would just
totally.
It would be too much for them. They didn't even have lotion back then. I think just lotion and seeing Instagram ads. This time travelers.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I mean, even like take horniness out of it. I think if you time traveled and you just happened to be in the spot that would one day be Times Square, and you show up in Times Square, you would just die. Like, the stimuli would just kill you. Like, anyone from the 1700s showed up
Yeah.
in Times Square, you would just fucking die immediately, and probably come also. There's like all these half naked people walking around. There's these like videos of sharks and shit. You don't know what a video is.
Mhm.
Buildings aren't that tall. You don't know what asphalt is. You know what I mean? You've never seen that. Like, there are just like
Yeah.
18-year-old women walking by, and you've never seen that amount of a woman's body ever. And you've
Right,
had sex
right.
before, you know?
Right.
You have sex with your wife once a year between a sheet in order to have a child that can help you grow corn.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, it would just be so much. Yeah.
Dude, I always think about like what you would do, because it's like in every movie where there's time travel, someone has to learn a lesson, and they have to like not get rich. And I want to see a time travel. Like, I don't think it's wrong to rob the past. You know what I mean? If
Mm.
you go back in time, I don't think that's wrong, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're
You
right.
don't even have to rob it if you just go back in time and get a nice valuable item. I don't see how that's wrong to come back to the future with it.
Yeah, or that thing that happens in Back to the Future too, where you go back and gamble. I mean, fuck it.
Yeah, why not? I don't
Who
see how that's
cares?
bad. You could even just you could go to the bank and be like, give me all of my money in gold. you just go back in time with gold or something. I don't know.
I don't think it's wrong to go back in time and kill somebody. It's not real. That shit's already happened, man. It's not going to change. That's insane.
Yeah.
You're still the same person. That shit's
Okay,
already
let's
happened.
say you get 3 time travels,
Mm-hmm.
which you can an hour apiece. So you have 3 1-hour time travels available to you. What do you do?
Wow. 3 1-hour time travels.
Yes.
To anywhere.
Yes. Forward or backward.
Wow. Okay. Well, I would wow, this says for some reason stumped me. Let's see. Well, I would go into the bunker where Hitler killed himself, and I would stop him. And I would go to when Amelia Earhart left, and I would cheer her on and make sure she left. And I would go to the time that my parents had sex and conceived me, and I would stop them. And I would try to,
Okay.
and then I would try to get my mom to like me. You know? I would try to Back to the Future my dad out of my mom's life. You know? You get it. Okay. Obviously, those are fake reasons, but I don't know. I don't really know. What would you do? Where would you go?
Ooh, I mean, I would
Oh.
try to make money.
Oh, I see. You would go to like Deadwood and get gold. Look who showed up.
I'm trying to think of the way to,
Do you see?
because you're not even guaranteed. Oh, hey, Funk. Oh,
There's a
yeah.
cameo from Funk on the YouTube.
That's right. I'm trying to think of the way, because the gambling, it's like, you know what they say about the butterfly effect. So it's like you go back in time and you gamble on the Red Sox and you win, or
Mhm.
but it's like, but you going back in time could affect it. But I'm like, I don't really know. Like, I don't feel like I'm affecting the present very much. So I don't think I would have. I don't think I would have a huge effect on the past.
That's amazing. That's so funny, dude. You're right. We're not affecting the present.
Right. So if I'm walking around
Yeah.
in the 1800s, now Lincoln lives, just because I walked around, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think so.
Maybe
So
Lincoln had a headache that day. I think that's the kind of with the ways that I would affect the past. People would be
yeah,
like, "Ah, God, my knee. I don't know why my knee hurts right now."
it's because of
It
Dave.
would be just because I was there for an hour, like sitting on a park
Yeah.
bench.
So what do you think is the best gambling opportunity in the past? Like like is it Trump winning? You could have made a lot of money betting on that because the odds were so low and it happened.
Oh yeah. Yeah, also the Cubs winning the World Series the
Yeah.
year that he lost. The year that he won.
Yeah, so you just
Yeah.
bet on the Cubs and Trump, and
Yeah.
then you get a lot. But then I still have to have seed money. I don't have a lot of money now.
Yeah, you also only have an hour. So
Yeah,
you
got
got to
an
get
hour.
there like the hour before they decide the election results and bet
Yeah.
on Trump. That's not really going to work. It's also not really going to work for the Cubs. You can't like bet 45 minutes before the game ends, bet that they're going to win.
I think they're gonna win. Yeah, no, dude, doesn't work like
Yeah,
that.
and they're like, yeah, we think they're going to win too, dude.
I guess you need a week in the past.
Yeah, you need a week,
know.
man, for sure.
Would you try and see 2016 Dave? Would you try and like see what it's like to see yourself?
Yeah, I guess I would. And
What would you say?
and I would be like, "Hey man, doesn't really get any better, but it's fine." Stop doing everything you're doing right now.
If you could just change all of your actions from here
man.
on.
As you can see, your whole I'm gonna start working out soon thing didn't really happen. And we're not with that girl.
Yeah.
Comedy's good, but no. Yeah, man, I don't know. Just kind of chill out, you know? Things
I don't know what I would
change,
say
but
to myself
Mhm.
either. I think I would be like my brain is so like I would just tell him to gamble on that. I would be like, put money.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what I would do.
Yeah.
I would be
Just to
like,
help him out.
you know what I would do? I would be like, move to New York. You're gonna be way happier. I waited too
Yeah.
long. Get out of here soon. Also, Trump's gonna win, so maybe find ways to stay happy.
Right. I would have told myself, okay, you're not going to believe this. Trump's going to win. You're also not going to believe this. He does not use a nuclear weapon.
Yeah,
Because that would have blown my mind then that he would win. Because that was my first thought. I was like, oh, he's going to just see what happened. He wants to see. He wants to see if he can blow something up. So that would have blown my mind. And then I would. Can you make money off January 6th to gamble that there's going to be?
Oh shit. Oh man.
I would have loved
Yeah,
to have
you know
known
what?
about that.
If I could go
beforehand.
back in time and I had an hour, I would go there and I would fucking storm the Capitol. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really want that to have happened.
Yeah.
However, since it did happen and I can't change that, being there and knowing how fucking insane that was seems interesting, you know? Like running with the bulls, running with the fat guys.
Is it wrong if you're just standing near, like if you're just in the back of every picture from January 6th? If you're just, you didn't
with
do
like
anything.
With a hat that says January 6th on it. Just like a jersey. I'm just like a fan of the fact that this is happening. No, I'm a Democrat, but this shit is wild, dude. I'm trying to live my life.
Dude.
This is over the top, dude. Holy shit.
Dude, I would have gone back in time and stopped Marky Mark from being an actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Mark, I got to tell you, man, you're not going to understand what this means for a minute, but do not get rid of the Funky Bunch.
You know, if the Funky Bunch had remained intact, he would have stopped 9/11.
He would have stopped 9/11 because he wouldn't have had kids on that Oh wait, no, he wasn't on. He wasn't the one that was on the plane. He would have been on that plane. That's
Yeah, he
right.
would have been. He would have been on
Marky
that
Mark
plane.
and all of the Funky Bunch
The
would have been
Funky
on that
Bunch
plane.
could take the Taliban. I
Absolutely.
got money on that.
Funky Bunch thwarts plot. That's the that's the headline. That's the New York Times. Holy shit. Thank God for the Funky Bunch.
Yeah, man. They carve like a whole Mount Rushmore just for the Funky Bunch.
The Funky Bunch. How many people were in the Funky Bunch? Take a guess. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna guess.
I'm gonna guess
5.
Marky Mark plus 4 dudes.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess Marky Mark plus
5 total. 5 total in the
6
Funky Bunch.
total in Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch for me. You were right. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch consisted of Marky Mark, DJ T, Ashy Ace, Scotty G, and Hector the Booty Inspector.
What?
Yeah, dude. Man, you win that bet. You should have bet on that.
Oh man, Hector the Booty Inspector.
Yeah, dude. Wow. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, dude. It's so fun. That dude has had the craziest fucking career.
Oh man.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Then what's his biggest movie? I'm like not
probably
remembering.
Transformers, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Then a movie career. Then Entourage. Then Wahlburgers. This guy's nuts.
Yeah, he's
Wahlburgers is the new Funky Bunch. If you really think about it, every Wahlberg is in that Funky Bunch.
Have you ever been there? I've never been to a Wahlburgers.
No, and I will not be going, even on a dare.
A dare.
Yeah, dude. I'm not interested in going to.
Do you find that since you've turned 40, you're receiving a lot of dares?
Yes, I play Truth or Dare every morning. Yeah. Well, because my friend group is mostly 12 years old, and and so yeah, every morning we play Truth or Dare, and on the weekends we play Spin the Bottle.
Oh man.
Well, I just spin it because that would be weird if I kissed them, and they know that.
I wonder if like if you're playing Spin the Bottle in like an Amish community, if you just spin it and get married, like there's no kissing, you just pick your wife. That'd be fun. That couldn't be worse than the current.
You just pick your wife.
Spin the bottle, pick your wife.
Spin the bottle and you get married to that person. Damn.
Yeah.
I would have. Have you ever played Spin the Bottle?
No. I was never allowed to go to a party where there were where that would even happen. Like where there was a party with boys and girls. And by the time I was in college and I could go to a party with boys and girls,
they were not playing.
It would have been lame to even think of that.
You guys want to play Spin the Bottle?
Right.
You're at a frat party. Let's play Spin the Bottle.
They're like, we were actually planning to commit sex crimes. Oh, I wanted to play Spin the Bottle.
Well, can we choose who we're doing it to with this bottle? Dude. Oh man.
That is so funny to suggest.
I was in Odyssey the Mind when I was a kid. You know what that is?
No.
It's like an extracurricular group where it's like supposed to like foster creativity in kids, and you have a team, and then you do something creative. Sometimes you build something, and sometimes you like write a story and make a play out of it, and then like put it on, and it's like made top to bottom by kids. And I did it a few years in a row. It was really fun. And this one year we did really well. It was the year I was in 5th grade. And we had to like write a bunch. And so we had a sleepover at my house. And it was like 3 boys and 3 girls or something. And then, we played Spin the Bottle and that was my first kiss. Was and I do not remember the girl's name,
Whoa.
but under your suppositions, I would be married to that girl whose name I don't
Yeah.
know. For fifth
But
grade.
would that be worse?
Than having
Well,
a
like,
cat at 40? No.
if you
That'd be
look
fine.
back, like, me and you have dated
Listen, man,
ladies.
every single one of my relationships was successful. Okay. We just naturally said healthy goodbyes
Yeah.
at the end, you know?
Well, a
Like
successful
everybody
relationship
does.
for me is that it's good, and then it's bad, and then it ends.
I know,
That's
totally. That's
that's
every
how it
relationship.
goes. Good, bad end.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Dude, this cat wants attention today, dude.
Hunky bunch.
If
Yeah,
you're not
dude.
watching the video, she is just up in my shit. She went away for a second and then came back.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. This is my funky bunch. I just get one.
Do you think of like spin the bottle? Like, because I've never played it, but I'm assuming that back in the 90s when people are spinning the bottle,
Mm-hmm.
and people that we knew and shit, like when you played and you spin it, it's guys and girls in a circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if it lands on a guy, they're like respin. Is that what they would say?
Yeah, that's what they would do.
So I wonder
Nowadays,
now.
I don't think it would be like that.
That would be
Yeah.
that would be. But I bet back then they'd go respin it, and like a closet gay
For
kid
sure.
would be like, whoa, I mean the rules. I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to, but the rules.
That
it did land.
That definitely has happened.
It did land though. Like, wouldn't it be funny? It'd be like funny.
We should do it. We both don't want to, and it would be gross, but we should do it, and we should do it in the bathroom where no one can see. Totally, dude. I guarantee you that happened like a lot when people would play spin the bottle. I think the way that we did it was that like when I think that was the only time I played too. I'm not, but we would spin it, and then when I spun it, all the guys would stand up.
Oh, okay, I see.
Or
so that it's not even a possibility. Like if it lands on them, they won't.
Yeah, dude. Well, like everyone was so scared of being gay then. But I don't even think people were actually scared of being gay. Everyone just got called gay so much that everyone was like, that can't be me. they
right.
That's the thing that people say is bad. And
right. Dude, I remember
I don't even think we knew what it was.
I didn't know what it was, but I remember going to second grade and using like a public like a bathroom with all these kids. And I remember one of my friends who has been my friend for like 8 minutes was like, don't pee in the middle urinal because that's the gay one. And I was like, oh, thanks for telling me. I didn't know what gay meant, but I was like, oh, so just don't. And then I remember there was another new kid, and I told him, like, the middle toilet's the gay one, don't pee in there. I don't know where that started or why, but that was how I learned that was a word. And I was like, I thought it meant like this is the
wait. Dude, you know what that's similar to? I remember I must have been in like, it's just reminding me of how like vicious and simultaneously fucking stupid young boys are.
Yeah.
Just idiots who are like running around feeling hurt, aren't supposed to, and then they just try to hurt people. Yeah. Like I remember there were these kids that would like bully me when I was really young, and they would do it in this crazy way where they would just like ask me a normal question, and then whatever my answer was, they would say that was lame, right? Like they would be like, yo, Ross, do you have a bike? And I'd be like, yeah, I have a bike. And they'd be like, you know, a bike is a pussy, right? Dave has a pussy. And I would be like, God, what the fuck, dude? But back then I like, didn't understand that didn't matter.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what? No, I don't have a bike. And they'd be like, you just said you did. And I'd be like, but that kind or whatever. And then I would just like implode on myself, thinking that my entire world was over because 2 fucking jerk offs said I have a vagina one time.
Yeah. And at that age, you don't even know that you can go, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I know. I know, man. The most beautiful thing happened to me the other day. I did a show at QED, which is like way up in Queens, and the shows are great. They like fill up, and I closed out this show, and I just had like an incredible set. I just like
Hell yeah,
really,
dude.
I was like demolishing, and felt very, very good. And I walked off stage, and people were like, "Oh, one of those like really, really did what I do kind of things." And
Mhm.
I walked outside, and there were these four wasted guys, probably in their late 20s, early 30s. And they're like a little down the street, and it's like a big, big sidewalk, and it's late at night. It was a 10 p.m. show, so it must have been midnight on like a Friday or Saturday. And one of them was like, "Yo, that was really good shit, dude." And I was like, "Hey, thank you, man. Thanks so much." And then the other one was, "Oh, yeah, that was dope, dude. Let me ask you this question." And I was like, "Okay." And the guy goes, "So let's say hypothetically, you're out with your buddies celebrating how one of them is getting married soon, and you get real drunk early, and you feel like going home." And I was like, "Uh-huh." And then one of them interrupts, and he's like, "I'm just gonna go home, dude. I'm just gonna go home. It's not a big deal, dude. We had a good night. I'm gonna go home." And the guy goes, "Okay, let's say hypothetically you feel that way. Would you get your shit together and go out with your buddies to like 3, 4, 5 more bars and get fucking and spend that whole night throwing up and getting wasted with your friends? Or would you be a fucking pussy?" He said that to me. And I was like, I looked at them for a moment, and I was like, "I'll be a pussy, dude. I don't give a fuck what you think." And the guy goes, "Thank you."
Yeah. Oh
And then we
yeah.
laughed, and I made some other jokes, and I like told the guy to stop being a pussy because why not? But
No, I'm gonna keep being one.
dude, but it's like, yeah, man, I don't what are we
Yeah, I don't
talking about
care.
here? I don't care.
I
My
love
night's over. My night's over. I had a good time.
I
How's
don't
that not
care.
enough? I don't. Yeah, that's a really good. Oh, I don't care.
Yeah. I don't even care if I have a good night.
Right.
That's not important to me.
I already did the thing you said I have to do. I came out, I supported my
Yeah.
buddy, I had a great time, and now you would like me to make my and his night worse
Yeah.
by staying here? And what are you talking about?
Yeah. That's insane.
We should take a break.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
What's it called?
Welcome to What's It Called,
That's right.
everybody. Get ready to stay
Mhm.
down, sleepers. What's up, Richard Carnes?
Yeah.
We're so glad you're fucking here. Keep on
We love
tipping.
you.
Lay
Tip
her
it up.
down.
We love you.
Face down, ass up. Everybody's got a dick hole. Never
Yeah,
forget that.
man.
Yeah, dude. This is the podcast
Yeah.
that believes that there is a dick hole somewhere in your heart. What's it called? Rodeo is our website. Shop.whatsitcalled.rodeo to buy our stupid fucking merch.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/what's it called to get bonus episodes of us.
Mhm.
At What's It Pod on the things. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify, please. That shit helps. Follow us on YouTube. Link to
Yeah.
that on our website, whatsitcalled.rodeo. And Caleb has road dates, right?
That's right. You can find me all around the world. I will be at the Denver Comedy Underground
Ooh.
August 18th and 19th. Come on out to that. That's going to be fun. Only 2 shows. So get those tickets. Bring some friends. It would really help me out. September 15th and 16th. Come see me at the Riot in Houston. That's only 3 shows. And that club is so popular now that you got to get tickets soon because even I could sell that club out with my
Dude, hell
dumbass.
yeah. That's amazing.
So it's gotten so popular, and I did it back in June, and that show sold out, and that was like on a random Thursday. So I'm sure the club's just awesome. So you really should come, and I'll have some new bits, and it'll be great. But get the
Fuck
tickets
yeah,
now
dude.
because it'll sell out. And it's not me bragging. I'm just saying this is a great club, so don't miss your chance. I'd rather you be there than just some idiot,
Yeah. Fuck idiots. Idiots suck, and you're smart. We want you at Caleb's show.
Fuck idiot.
Fuck idiots, dude. I don't like them.
Yeah.
I'm sick of them. They always
Yeah,
shitting in their diaper and saying stuff about people.
Mhm.
I will be in Columbus, Ohio, doing the Don't Tell shows October 13th and 14th, and I'll be at Fest in Gainesville the weekend of October 27th through
Hell
the
yeah.
29th. I'll also be in Jacksonville, Florida, the day before that. But I none of these ticket links are up yet still, so just bear with me.
Yeah.
We gotta figure all that out.
Bear with me.
When you don't do clubs, it's like there's not really a timeline
Mhm.
for when they get your stuff
Right,
up.
right.
Yeah. But that'll be fun.
Hell
I'm
yeah,
gonna
dude.
be and also, like I said last week, I'm gonna be going all through. This is true. I'm going through the Northeast and a little bit of the Midwest with my dear friend Ismail Lutfi.
Hell yeah.
We are going to Portland, Maine, and Boston, Massachusetts, and then perhaps
Ooh.
New Hampshire, seemingly Vermont. Still figuring that out. We're going to Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, Chicago, Indianapolis, Washington, D.C., and then home here in New York City. And we probably will not be doing Philly on the run, but that's only because we want to do this again and do Philly that time. So,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
that's in December. All this shit is not available for purchase yet, so I probably shouldn't have told you. And
No, why not? It's good to have a heads up,
yeah, keep thinking about it.
Yeah.
Keep tipping.
Keep tipping.
Uh,
Yeah,
dude, are you ready to rename Barbie?
Oh yeah, man. And let me tell you this, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because
Oh, I do.
I don't I didn't have one. My sisters had them, and every once in a while my GI Joes would we would do like a crossover event, and my GI Joes would be mean to them. But
Sure.
that wasn't me. It was the GI Joes,
I also did not have one, and what I mean is I did not have a sister.
Yeah. Well, they're great. They're great.
That's good.
Yeah, dude. Get one.
I'll find one. Yeah, let's go.
See, you can adopt kids, but you can't adopt a sibling for yourself.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Why can't we?
I always
It's
wanted to.
2023. Yeah.
Yeah, I also didn't own a Barbie, and I did not see the movies. Let's fucking do this. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it, dude. I got some names, dog. Let's go.
Me too. The land of no genitals.
I got no nipple Nicky.
The longest Skittles commercial of all time. It looks a lot like a
I
Skittles
got
commercial.
George Bush presents women.
I got I never played with Barbies, and coming up with names for the Barbie movie is really hard.
I got Oppen Lady.
Doll movie, I guess. I mean, I don't know really.
Short, hot, tall, and perfect.
Something about how they're plastic and have outfits. That's one of my
Phyllis.
Barbies come in boxes, right? I honestly, I do not know anything about Barbie. Call it that.
A woman buying a little woman for a baby.
Man, I am bad at this.
I got two more. I got Kin's fiance for 64 years.
Ms. Pinocchio.
I like Miss Pinocchio. And my last one is Nancy.
Yeah, why does Nancy work? That sounds like Barbie's mom.
Yeah, Nancy. It's crazy to think that there were little 3-year-old girls running around named Nancy at one point.
Totally. Mildred.
Crazy.
You look at a baby and you're like, that's a Mildred.
Mildred.
Yeah, totally.
Mildred shit her pants.
Yeah. Change Mildred's pants. Give Mildred some vegetables.
I guess when they're really little, you got to be like Millie or something, right? You can't be like Mildred.
Yeah, that's like naming your kid Window.
Window.
Window. That's pile driver.
Winnie.
Pile driver and window. My two babies.
Pile driver.
I'm
That's
doing
like
it
Adam
now.
Driver's brother,
Pile
Pile.
driver. Yeah, totally. He's ugly as fuck and he can't act, but he's in the family. I'm pile driver. I am the third highest selling real estate agent in the Tuscaloosa area. And yeah, Adam can't talk shit to me. Yeah, I wasn't in fucking Star Wars, but I can sell a 5-bedroom like no one's fucking business. Tell you what, pile driver.
I think being a real estate agent is like the biggest bullshit job in the world. It's like,
Yeah,
it's a house. Like everyone wants it.
yeah.
You know, like how do you fuck that up? Hey, you want a house? Yes. Well, let's walk around. You want this one? Yes. All right. I'll take
We did
$1
it.
million.
I know. Yep.
What?
That's why a lot of comics do it.
What an insane job.
I know. It's
You
just
have
your
$1 million?
job is that
Yeah.
you know where the houses are.
Right.
And
What a job.
you like, yeah, it's like the only middleman left. The internet can't get rid of the real estate agent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really nuts.
Yeah, they just need somebody to be like, here it is. And then you're like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. Look at this. They always open up some blinds. Look out there.
Look at that.
You want
Yeah,
this
it's-
house?
Yeah.
I hope you buy it.
Look out there. That's true. They're like, yeah, and if you see here, this window is a particularly big window.
This would be a good place for a table.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you walk out to the backyard with me real quick, you can see that there is a pool for swimming. And over here, you'll see that this house has a hose.
This house has a hose. Hoses have been known for their uses.
That's right. They make
as
kids wet. And so if you want to get your kid wet so he can run around wet with other kids, you can use this hose for that, or they can do it in the pool, actually. So, yes, and if you look at the pool, you'll see that while the backyard is a yard, all around the pool there's a sidewalk, so you don't have to walk on grass when you're wet from the pool. And there's a sidewalk all the way up to the back door of the house. And there's a little bit of a cover on the back part of the house, so you can hang out here in the sun if it's sunny and the sun won't get on you. Right out the back door of the house. But if you want to get sun, you just keep on walking toward the pool, and then the roof ends, and you can lay out here.
I don't think you would sell any less houses with that.
Yeah.
I don't see the difference.
I would love to be a real estate agent that doesn't know anything about houses and improvise. So, if you walk in here, we can see that this is a hallway.
Hallways were invented in Mesopotamia.
Yeah, that's right. In Mesopotamia in the 1960s. Yeah, the first ever hallway was used by Hammurabi. You're like giving the history of real estate as if anyone. This is actually an interesting addition to this. Yeah, the first ever bedroom with a window in it in recorded history was from Galileo. His prison cell before he was killed by the Spanish. had a window in it, and he would call it his bedroom because he slept there and he was a little crazy.
Oh man.
Oh man, I fucking didn't say my best Barbie name.
Oh yeah, what
Dude,
was it?
One in the Pink.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Not bad.
Thanks,
Well, you
dude.
said it now.
I
People
said
are
it
still
now. Um,
hell yeah.
and yeah, that was way better than my whole bit about how I don't know anything.
No, I like that bit.
Anyway, this is my toilet. And the bathrooms have a toilet where you take a shit. This is the chair with a hole. It's a chair with a hole in it that you take a shit in.
Oh man.
It's a bowl. It's like a bowl you sit on with a hole in it, and you shit in there. And then you press this button, and it takes your shit away with water. So that's pretty cool. That was the first. Someone had to say that at some point when toilets were invented. Before
Yeah, I
then,
wonder who
everybody
thought
was,
of that of like it doesn't smell as bad if you shit into water instead of
and
just
then it
shitting
goes
on your
away.
previous shit. Yeah.
Well, before then, it was like a pan, right? You just took a
Yeah,
shit
you just
into like
take a big shit in a pan
in like a
and then you
bowl
throw
under
it in
your
the
bed.
woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you dump it on the street.
I wonder if diarrhea was this common back then because it's like diarrhea, it's great to have indoor plumbing, you know?
Absolutely.
If you just keep shitting in a pan like 9 times.
Just horrible diarrhea. Yeah, and it would smell so bad. I mean, I just feel like everyone probably smelled like shit all the time, right?
Yeah, but at least it's equal, you know?
Right. That's true. I like equality myself too.
That's what I heard is why brides walked down the aisle with a bunch of flowers in the old days, so because they smelled so bad, you know. And they wanted to smell more like flowers, so they just hold those, you know. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true. But I heard these bitches used to stank.
Hell yeah.
That's what I heard I heard Rogan say these bitches used to stank, dude.
I'll bet you he did. Is that true? That's why the flowers are wet?
That's what I heard. I've heard that. I
Mm.
heard Neil deGrasse Tyson say it.
Is it true?
No.
Neil deGrasse
I mean,
Tyson said that?
That sounds like something I could hear
God, I
him
hope
say.
I never find out Neil deGrasse Tyson's opinions about women. Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. I don't want to
boy.
know, dude.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
man.
bet they're hard to understand. You know?
Yeah.
Did you know that human beings are the only species where the female is, and you're like, oh, great. Yes. This
The
it's
female
the
is
only
actually, when it comes down to it, like we are all but particles, are we not? So we are all just a mass, a certain amount of atoms, and really it's just a collection of protons, neutrons, and electrons, of course, and those combine into atoms and molecules. And this is true. The female species of the human race has this is true. And there is a paper that came out about this, actually out of, I believe, the University of Riverside 4 years ago, that found that women have 1.2% more neutrons in their body than men. And yeah, that's true. So that's why they're whores.
I'm just imagining he's got all these formulas he's writing on the thing. And he turns around. That's why they're whores.
They're whores.
Then the bell rings. I'll be in my office 3 to 4 o'clock.
Yeah, just like the lamest Indiana Jones ever. Dude, let's read y'all's.
Let's do it, dog.
So once again, we did Boston. What if
Yeah, man.
Barbie was from Boston? What would the movie be called? And once
Yeah,
again,
man.
y'all killed it.
Yeah, funny shit.
Number
Good job.
10 this week at Badwig had Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby. It's great. Spelled Bobbi, by the way.
Yeah, Bobby.
Barbie.
At Demurist, extremely hot and wicked smart.
At Sheeby Carlene, high kick Murphy. Good stuff. Solid stuff.
I love. I'm gonna do them all as Marky Mark, or no, I'm gonna do them all as Matt Damon in the part. All right, we got exclamation Nick. Beantown Babs in the Temple of Pink Dome.
At Boneless Chuck 86, Jennifer Coolidge.
At Laundry Pants, you made it pink with Pretty Homes.
At Dumb Space Bimbo, Goodwill Shopping. That's good. Fun. That's fucking
Goodwill Shopping.
Goodwill Shopping is very funny. Yeah.
That's great. At Sloppy Poppy, Ma.
That's great. At Kickasatron, the fucking chick from the Red Sox guy. It's really great, dude.
Oh, and our Ricky shit this week at Winslow Dumaine. Broad.
Yeah, broad. That's great.
I'm picking up a couple of broads for my daughter. She likes playing with these fucking broads.
I say we throw them in the fucking wood chipper, but she likes them, so.
Oh, man, that was fun. Why is Boston such a funny place?
Yeah, why are they so upset all the time? That's my question. That's why it's funny, because they're all like, what'd you fucking say? And you're like, I said, do you know where the train station is? Don't fucking say that to my girl. All right, dude.
I didn't say it to her.
You guys are the fucking best, as always.
We love you.
You crushed it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Best fans in the world. Like I said, rate and review us on stuff.
That'd be great.
That helps.
It really does help. It helps a lot,
It really does. And go see Caleb's shows coming up. And follow him at Caleb Sign on Instagram. Follow me at Dave to the Ross on Instagram. And patreon.com/what's it called if you want some more of us. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Hell yeah. Tip it up.
What's it called? What's it called?